Hello everyone and welcome to another Bimmer Fixer video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to safely clean your engine bay so it goes from looking something like this to this. Okay, so one of the reasons why this is one of the safest ways to clean your engine is simply because we're not going to be using a lot of water in the form of a hose or a jet wash. And the reason behind this is because the engine is designed not to have water directly fired at it at high pressure. Obviously it has a level of water resistance, but it's not designed to have high pressure fired directly at it. It can work its way into electrical connections, into components like the alternator and things like that. And now, especially with the E60, a lot of wiring, like the engine loom for example, runs fairly low or really low. Even a deep puddle can cause you issues, so you really want to minimize the amount of water that you use on the engine. That said, doesn't mean it has to be an ineffective wash. You can do a good job just by using the right sort of chemicals. So for this example, what we're going to be using a heavy duty machinery degreaser. And you don't want to be using things like oven cleaner like I've seen before. That can affect rubber hoses, electrical connections, plastic clips, and give you some serious engine corrosion. So try and stay away from anything that's not designed to go on machinery. Tools wise, you want to try and get yourself as many brushes and cleaner bits as possible. So we've gone for a full range here. We've got a broad one there for the bigger areas, and the toothbrush, a detailing brush for the more intricate areas. And also got an alloy wheel brush as well to help us. Lots of rag, lots of cloth, as much as you can, more the better. I've even got some disposable towel, heavy duty towel as well, like machine towel, which is handy to have. And also it's not an essential, but it's good to have some gloves as well, because the chemicals that we're going to be putting on, the degreaser and things, aren't the nicest to your skin, and also you don't want crud under your nails. That's not very nice. So now we're all done, what we're going to do, we're going to make a start. We're going to start towards the back of the engine, work our way forward, and then we will have a look and see what we get at the end. Okay, so first thing what we want to do is we want to try and remove as much loose debris as possible by hand. So you can use a hoover if you can, or if you want, but you try and get as much loose stuff out of the leaves as you can before you actually apply any kind of cleaning solution. Which there's nothing else in there. And then what we can do is we can get our first kind of brush. Kind of brush off as much loose stuff as possible before applying the degreaser. And once that's done, then we can go ahead and put some degreaser on. Once done that, you can just massage it in. Okay, so once you've given it a good rub with a degreaser, then you can get your damp cloth and just give it a wipe off. So what we want to do is we want to repeat that process through all the sections of the car. So try and keep it to smaller areas, so you can just concentrate on one bit at a time. That then minimises the chance of you forgetting or missing a part, and also it's just easier to do and keep track of. So now we've done this part, then we'll go over to the other side and do the other half. so now we've done the pollen filter housing and all around those and around by the wipers. Now we're going to concentrate on the next part forward. So that's the top of the suspension struts there, and then on that side, and then we're going to work in more intricate areas further from that. So we've got the coolant reservoir, ABS pump in amongst there, because you can see that's really bad there. But what we're going to do now is we're going to make a start on this strut tower here. Okay, so working around the top of the suspension here. While we're here, we're going to work on the positive battery jump start terminal there. I have actually already cleaned the power steering reservoir, because that was really bad and I wanted to test out this degreaser, hence why I'm doing a video on it, because it was really good, did a good job of that. So we'll do that again. We're going to work in this area now. So as before, get rid of all the loose stuff. As you can see, there's lots of built up loose horrible stuff on here, so we're going to get that out of the way and then carry on with the degreaser. Okay, so that's the top of the suspension strut done, and the battery terminal, power fluid reservoir, and in and around that area. So that's that bit done. Once the other side's done, then we go on to the engine cover. I'm going to do mine in situ, just in case you can't get yours off, and I can show you how to clean all around it whilst it's in place. But yeah, this should make the biggest difference, I reckon. Okay, so where we're up to, so we've done the worst of the back part there, underneath the wipers. Then we worked on this corner here in the suspension, battery terminal, and the power fluid reservoir. Then we did the engine cover, inlet manifold. We've done the other suspension strut as well, which is looking better. Done the ABS pump and the coolant reservoir. So now what's left to do is a little bit around the front here, airbox, and then this bit along here, which is, as you can tell, really bad. And then what we'll do is we'll do a final kind of wipe down, and then we'll be ready to reveal. Okay, so we're nearly there now, nearly finished up. Last bit to do is above the headlight here, and then what we'll do is we'll go over everything again with a final damp cloth, get any kind of splash overs that we've got here, just to kind of finish the job. Okay, so once you've finished the deep clean, so to speak, you've got the worst of the grease and grime off, and you're finishing up. What we're going to do then is we're just going to give everything a bit of a wipe over, final wipe over, check that we've not missed any bits or anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to spray some of the degreaser directly onto the clean rag, but don't do it near the engine because you'll just get overspray, hence why we're putting it on the rag in the first place. So what we'll do, we'll load up the rag with lots of degreaser, wipe everything down, give it a final kind of dry off and polish, so to speak, and then we'll be good to go. There we go, all done, looking a million times better, all without a jet wash or a hose pipe, just a bit of engine degreaser, plenty of cloths and a bit of elbow grease. So there we go. Just a FYI, if you go to do the inside of the hood like that, just be sure to do that bit first, otherwise you're going to end up dumping it all onto your nice clean engine bay. But yeah, there we go. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you've got any comments, please leave a comment and please subscribe. Thanks so much, guys. Bye bye.